Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Lower Manhattan at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. First, we'll begin with the Trump docket, as always, even though it's not, the closing argument's not until Tuesday. Yesterday, in the Bronx, Trump was in the Bronx, in Crotona Park, and he didn't really mention Judge Merchan. There is a gag order in place, but Reverend Ruben Diaz Sr., longtime Bronx fixture, somewhat conservative. He was a city councilman, he was a state legislator. Ruben Diaz said he apologized on behalf of Hispanics everywhere for Judge Merchan, which some people took, whatever. Trump, for his part, actually praised, this is the state court here, he praised the New York State judge that upheld his position on the Bronx golf course against Bill de Blasio. It's extremely local news there. Now, on the Menendez docket, Menendez is also not meeting until next Tuesday. Menendez has sought a subpoena to get the proffer of Jose Uribe, who's pled guilty. He's the Latino trucker. There seems to be a trend in this one. Jose Uribe had a proffer session, and they want the notes. I don't know if they're going to get them, but hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal. Yesterday in the magistrate's court, we ran into, second bite at the apple, two brothers, the Pereira Buenos, who are accused of stealing $25 million off the Ethereum blockchain. They were in court. Their parents were in court, too. And the second one was released, as was the first, for $250,000 bond. We're going to be following that case throughout. Mr. Guo, today, the opening arguments, U.S. versus Miles Guo. There's some music around the corner, shut down the CCP, setting the tone. And what I want to say is that be aware, at the United Nations, it's not, of course China has a lot of power. I mean, they're a major country. But beyond that, is it acceptable that on an individual basis, the Secretary General of the United Nations concealed from his financial disclosure that the China Energy Fund Committee, which was a state-owned entity, was convicted essentially of bribery here in the SDNY, tried to buy the oil company of Gulbenkian, which paid Guterres in his year between UNHCR refugees and Secretary General, and which was not on his financial disclosure form. So that's what we raised. For that, we were thrown out. We continue to push, and we will not rest. But first, we're going in for U.S. versus Miles Guo. Have a good weekend.